Greetings. Shout out to everybody who's here. Everybody who's here, deep divers. Everybody who's diving deep. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, shout out to all of you deep divers. Shout out to everybody diving deep. We are out here in the mysterious art gallery, raising the frequency. Oh, we're just getting straight into it, okay? Shout out to everybody who's here. If you made it here, that's because you know something. If you made it here, that's because you know something. First and foremost, make sure you pull out your phone, add me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart. Do that right away because that's just a backup account. And also, you can get daily inspiration there. Make sure you do that. Also, make sure you check out the #1 best-selling book worldwide. What is the name of the book? Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. Also, make sure you check out the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. So deep divers, we're just gonna warm up a bit. Like I told you, give thanks. I'm here to listen to you. I just came here to listen to what the deep divers have to say. Can we do that? We can do that, deep divers. Let's enjoy ourselves. I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. Oh yes, you know, we're enjoying that music, deep divers. Shout out to everybody. So if you haven't already seen, go and check out that video, the new video. Watch this before it gets deleted. And like I told you, you can never delete a chosen one, deep divers. It's impossible. So the big shift, wake up humans. A lot is happening on the planet. And I want to remind you, deep divers, first and foremost, please let love guide you, not fear. Please do not have fear. You see, you got to remind yourself that fear is the lowest frequency. And for the coming big shift, you're going to have to learn to let go of fear. You see, many people are now starting to realize there's nothing to be afraid of except fear itself. And I want to remind you, never allow fear to get in the way of what you need to do, of where you need to go, of who you need to be. Right? So always remind yourself, I always tell you, the universe works in my favor every single day, because I'm the chosen one. Right? And this is why I always tell you, learn that so long as you are in your purpose, you're always protected. You're always protected. I'm always protected because, like I told you, you don't do it this long. You don't do it this long. We birthed the game. We birthed the game. Let's just keep it like that, right? Only because of gratitude. Only because of gratitude. Diving Bear, shout out to you. You are appreciated. Thanks and much appreciation for everything, my brother. On another beautiful sunrise to all the deep divers. Keep the vibes high. Absolutely. That's important. Remember, your vibe is your tribe. We must be the change we want to see. I like that. I like that. Once again, make sure you add me at Ralph Smart on Instagram, Deep Divers. Yes, Diving Bear, you are appreciated. You are definitely appreciated. Definitely appreciated. So, like I was telling you, Deep Divers, you don't get to do this long without forces working in your favor. And this is what I always want to remind you of. You see, the story would have ended a long time ago for me, right? Probably back in 2016, maybe 2017. But we're still here, raising the frequency, right? It's because this is what happens when you're doing what the universe called you to do. Right? So don't worry about me, Deep Divers, and don't worry about anyone who's doing the work. We call it the great work because we are the ones, the chosen ones are the ones who are doing the great work. You see, I told you, first and foremost, not everyone can speak about what I'm speaking about. Not everyone can really help people in that way because it's not everyone's job to do that. There are certain people who have been called. There are certain people who have been chosen. Stuart Bell, you are appreciated. Amen to that, brother. For another, you are appreciated, Stuart. Love you long time, right? That's what it's about, Deep Divers. You know, it's all love here. It's all love here. Right? So I want to remind you, this is never for everyone. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button, Deep Divers, and share this link. Smash the like button and share this link. So like I was saying, you have to remind yourself, the reason why I can share what I'm sharing is because I've been doing this. This is what I'm here to do. And this is why I can keep doing it. And I'm always going to keep doing it. And all the forces in the universe are going to work in my favor because I'm doing what I'm here to do. And this is why I always tell you, know what you're here to do on the planet. We can't waste time in these days and times. We got to be on our job. We got to be in our mission. We got to be in our purpose, knowing at the same time, we're always protected. But I'm just reminding you, there are many other great beings out there like myself who are helping other people wake up and giving people security in this global pandemic. And these people, you have to tell thank you because, like I told you, the coming big shift. Many people right now are not talking about what's going on. And this is a huge problem because this is how the shadow grows larger. And this is why I always tell you, learn to confront the elephant in the room. Learn to face what is happening. Don't ignore it. Don't suppress it. Don't deny it. Most certainly don't run away from it. See what's happening. And this is how you actually heal. That's why I can sleep very good at night. There are a lot of people around who have a big platform, but they're not using their voice to help the masses. I am, because this is what I'm here to do. So I always want to remind you of that, deep divers. Remind yourself, right now, you have to lose fears. Right now, you have to have courage. And right now, you have to realize not everyone's going to make it. And this is why it's only ever for the chosen ones. It's only ever for those who are really diving deep, ready to find out what's behind the wizard's curtain. It's only ever for those beings. What did I say? Universe reveals its secrets to those who dare to follow their hearts. And this is how it's always been. The coming big shift. So I already spoke about in that video, genetically engineered magnetoprotein remotely controls brain and behavior. But you got to remind yourself, deep divers, this is not new news, right? This is from the University of Virginia. This is a scientific research going back to 2016, right? So you got to remind yourself that this is old information, right? And research has been in the works for many, many years. And that's why I always tell you, keep a nose in a journal, keep a nose in a book, and you'll start to see what's happening. So let's just talk about the coming big shift. Like I told you, we're living in a whole new world right now. And like I told you, it is a choice between love or fear. It is a choice between love or fear. It is a choice between you saying, actually, right now, I'm gonna stop being scared. Right now, I'm gonna stop living in fear. And right now, I'm gonna reclaim my power. This is the choice you have to make every single day. It's a choice you've got to make. And this is why I tell you that you think people who suppress their emotions are happy. No, this is what happens to you. You suffer. This is the root of all suffering. It is a suppression of the emotions. It is a neglect of the shadow side. This is what creates psychosomatic illnesses, depression, anxiety, when you aren't expressing how you feel. And this is why I told you, let me first and foremost tell everybody, if you are on this live, welcome, we're just starting. Make sure you smash the like button. And I want everybody, add me on Instagram at @officialralphsmart. This is just a backup because we're always diving deep. Make sure you do that right away at @officialralphsmart. Pull out your phone, add me there. And let me give a huge shout out to Master 1010. You are appreciated. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. One love to everybody. One love to everybody. So I want to remind you that in this coming big shift, we are seeing the split between 3D and 5D. And I spoke about this. And many people are turning into zombies. We already see robot dogs around. Right? Many people are disconnected from who they truly are. And this is what happens when you're disconnected from who you truly are. And right now we have to reconnect back to who we are. And this is how we find our power. Let me give a shout out to Master 1010. You are appreciated. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. And that's the thing, deep divers. Like I always say, there are many beautiful souls supporting Infinite Waters, like Master 1010. And this is the coming big shift when one recognizes that giving is receiving. I already put out a video. It's already got 20,000 views in 2 hours, right? I just put it out. I don't have to do a live. I'm doing it because this is the abundance coming into my life. This is the abundance coming into my life. This is what happens when you give thanks. The universe says, you don't even have to just do one video, Ralph. I'm going to give you some more energy to do a live stream. And this is why I always tell you, give thanks every single day and great things happen. So, Sonia Bear, you are appreciated. Shout out to you, dear. The beautiful man that I look forward to seeing daily. You are one of my closest friends. Working from home with Cuddle Bear and Winston can be sheltering. Wonderful. Wonderful to hear that. Wonderful to see that. Wonderful to know that. So the coming big shift, wake up humans. So a lot is happening right now on the planet. And I did tell you that this was all going to happen because right now it's a battle for the hearts and minds of the people. Right now, I meet a lot of people, deep divers, and a lot of people message me from all over the world. Colombia, Brazil, Ethiopia, Namibia, Germany, Spain, France. A lot of people message me. I get a lot of messages. So what do these messages say? Ralph, thanks for your videos. I get it. I get what you're saying. And it's weird, Ralph, how the whole world has changed into a 1984 Orwellian state. And I'm holding on to my freedom. But it's sometimes hard because I see a lot of people around me who are just disconnected, who are in fear, who are feeling sorry for themselves. And I want to remind you that this is why and it's so important to know who you are and what you're supposed to be doing. You see, I told you, a lot is happening in the stars. A lot is happening astrologically. Alignments are happening. And we're still in a great conjunction. Never forget that. We are still in a great conjunction. And this is why so much is happening at a very fast speed, at a supersonic speed. Because it's the final end game. Leia, you are appreciated. Shout out to everybody who's here. The coming big shift, right? So a lot of people are now starting to realize things are moving very quickly on the planet. Things are moving very fast. And I told you that humanity is at the crossroads. You have a choice to make. I'm like Morpheus in the Matrix, Neo, right? You got a choice to make. You got a choice to make. You can take the red pill You can take the blue pill, actually. And if you take the blue pill, you can stay in fear. You can believe everything you see on the news. You can feel that you are powerless, insignificant, worthless, and that you have no future. Or you can take the red pill and say, actually, I know being free is my birthright. You got a choice to make. You got a choice to make. You got a big choice to make. Shout out to everyone who's here. If you're on this live, make sure you smash the like button. And like I told you, Nilo, shout out to you. Like I told you, there is a coming big shift. We're already in the midst of it. And many people are now starting to realize there's levels to awakening. You see, being awake is not just about saying, it's not just about protesting. You have to make your entire life a protest. Slow motion this side. Let me say that again. It's not just about protesting. You have to make your entire life a protest. And this is the difference between those that do the work and those that just protest for one day. Big difference. Big difference. You see, there are people, deep divers, who actually live this, right? There are people like Ralph Smart. Jules, shout out to you. People like Ralph Smart, other people around, light workers, people sharing, people helping other people in their local community. But they're not just doing it for one day. They're doing it every day, every week. So this is why I told you that if you really want to make a change, you have to be in it. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to do it for one day. Or you can't just say, hey, I'm going to be righteous for one day and then live a life of sin for the rest of the 364 days. Right? So you got to be consistent with what you do. And this is the reason why I've been able to level up, because I'm consistent at what I'm doing. Layla, you are appreciated. Shout out to you. Hey, Ralph, I forgot my message. You are so appreciated. Love and light to you and all the deep divers. Absolutely. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. So like I told you, deep divers, if you are on this live, make sure, because we just started. Make sure that you pull out your phone. Add me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart. Do that right away. I'll wait. Just as a backup, because I get a lot of messages on YouTube, but I'm redirecting everybody to Instagram because that's the place. If you want to add me there, add me right now and get other information. So the coming big shift, I told you, this is not new news. Genetically engineered magnetoprotein remotely controls brain and behavior. Ralph, you shouldn't say that. It's dangerous. Nothing dangerous about it, deep divers. This is a science fact, right? Not medical misinformation. This is in 2016, and I told you that one has to do the research. One has to see what happens. I told you, Michael Wheeler conducted these tests on zebrafish and was able to manipulate their behavior, right? So you have to remind yourself that there is something which many people are unaware of. Like Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So the ancients knew this. They knew that everything is vibration and energy. People can communicate through telepathy. People have telekinesis. People have clairvoyance. We can interact with the energy field and you can manipulate it. You can manipulate the weather. You can create rain. You can create sunshine. You can do all kinds of things. And this is why people are now starting to slowly wake up that actually there's a lot more going on than we know of. Shout out to everyone who's here. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button, deep divers, and give thanks. Like I told you, Nilo, Jeanette, you are appreciated. Much love from Philly. We hear you over here. This John is popping. That's what's up. Like I told you, we got the whole setup, and that's why I always tell you, deep divers, give thanks, right? Always give thanks. You know, I already released a video today, already got 20,000 views in the first 2 hours, but the universe said, Ralph, I'll give you more energy to do a live stream. And this is why I always tell you, those that give always end up with more. Oh my gosh. What did I tell you? Those that give always end up with more. Jules, shout out to Jules. Love you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate you. You are appreciated. So, the coming big shift, you see, you have to remind yourself, deep divers, in this coming shift, you're going to start to see who's who. And you're going to start to see what's what. And you're going to start to realize that people who you thought were awake are actually fast asleep. And still scared. So I always want to remind you every single day that right now, you have to remind yourself that just because someone is protesting, just because someone is saying, actually, I don't believe the official story, it doesn't mean they have gone on the journey within. Because there's levels. You see, I had to learn that being a young buck, you know, diving deep. We're 10 years deep, just sharing on infinite waters. 10 years deep. And over time, you get wiser, you learn things. And one of the things you learn is that there's levels to this. And this is why I told you, you have many people. I got a lot of people who watch my videos, a lot of people, millions of people watch my videos, but also people in very influential positions watch my videos. And they contact me. They say, Ralph, hey, I love your videos. I say, oh, that's great. They say, I would love to say that, but I can't. I said, why not? And they tell me because they signed a contract. They can't start speaking. And they also tell me that their audience wouldn't understand it. You see, this is why I told you. This is how the inorganic ones maintain power in the matrix, because many people do not tell the truth. A lot of celebrities saying, hey, just go along with the agenda, get the shots, and that's it. They're not going to tell you, hey, wake up, be free, because many celebrities are about getting what they can get for themselves. And it's not a personal thing. It's just that, once again, you should never expect a celebrity to be a teacher or a healer or someone that's going to help you get free. Celebrities are entertainers. And what does it mean to be an entertainer? It means that you distract the masses. It means that you are like a fix. You're like a drug fix for people. You're an entertainer. I'm not an entertainer, deep divers. I'm a messenger. Do you think I'm here to entertain you? Right? I only came here to give you a message. That's all. I only came here to give you a message. You should know who I am by now. You should know who I am by now. So I always want to remind you that in this new world, do not expect celebrities to save you. Don't, because that's not their job. It's not the job of celebrities to wake you up. Don't get mad at them if they want to dumb you down and your children down. That's what they're here to do, to distract you. Look, if I was going to be like a pop star and just deceive the masses, I could do that. But at the same time, it wouldn't be me. And a lot of people in influencers, this is why so many celebrities have overdoses. You've seen it. We could even go through the list, but you've seen it because they start realizing they're living a lie. They're not happy, even though they have the millions of followers and all of these things, but inside they're empty because as a celebrity, as someone with an influence, as a platform, you are supposed to be helping other people. You're supposed to be uplifting other people. You're not supposed to be deceiving other people. But at the same time, a lot of people are still young on their journey. They still have a lot to learn. So to each their own, right? Shout out to everyone who's here. Ciara, you are appreciated. Ciara. Fear is the only virus. Love is the only vaccine we need. Infinite gratitude, Ralph. I'm choosing humanity and love above all things. Your aura is especially strong today. Oh, thanks so much, Ciara. That's because we're just chilling, right? We're just cool like that. We're just doing a little samba. You see, this is what happens when you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. There's no stress. There's no pressure. We just go with the flow. And I always want to remind you, deep divers, this is why in this coming big shift, a lot of people, and this is why I never give up on people in general, because I know people can change. Many people have watched my videos and they say, Ralph, gosh, this video spoke to me. This is the video I needed. How did you know I needed that video? And even a lot of big celebrities have contacted me behind the scenes. They say, Ralph, gosh, thank you so much. I'm going to use my platform in a beneficial way. And I've seen it. You're slowly starting to see more people get strength, more people use their voice. And this is what the coming big shift is all about. I told you, there are many people who are slowly waking up, but you wouldn't know it because what they portray on social media, you might think, oh, this person is just a fool. No, behind the scenes, they're reading. They're watching Infinite Waters. They're doing other things, right? Because I get a lot of DMs when I check their Instagram or their YouTube. They don't appear how they are messaging me. It's totally different. It's a whole new person. And that's why I told you, never underestimate people. And I never underestimate anybody because I know a lot of people are smarter than you think. A lot of people are diving deep, even people who you would never expect. right? They're diving deep. I get a lot of messages, deep divers. I'll go through them one day. A lot of people. So this is the coming big shift. The people who were fast asleep are now starting to wake up slowly. Their eyes are starting to open to say, oh my gosh, what is happening? I told you that where the inorganic ones want to move the world is into an artificial singularity, a technological world where AI, artificial intelligence, is your Lord and master. And this is why it's already happened. It's already happening because a lot of people are already cyborgs. Many people spend all of the time checking messages on their phone. Many people even sleep with their phone. And this is why I told you, take a break from Instagram. Take a break from Facebook. Come back to it because these are great tools. I'm not going to knock them. YouTube is a fantastic tool. Twitter is a fantastic tool. Even my website. What's your website, Ralph? ralphsmart.com. Go and check out the website, Deep Divers. These are great tools, but it's all about you making sure you use these tools to spread a message. That's how you win. If you can use these platforms to get a message out that can really change the whole collective, then that's what it's about. These are what these platforms should be used for. So once again, if you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button, Deep Divers, and share this link. Smash the like button and share this link. So I want to tell you this because someone said in the comments section of the new video, they're like, Ralph, you must be protected because they didn't take your videos down. Oh, they took one of my videos down, Deep Divers. They took one of my videos down. I told you back in the day, back in December. It was called The Final End Game. We were that was just in the time of the vaccinations and all of these things. You are allowed to say vaccinations, Deep Divers. That doesn't go against medical misinformation, right? Right? So remind yourself, this is not the time to be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. And I always want to remind you, part of the coming big shift is to learn how to be smart. You see, in this matrix, in this system, there's always loopholes. And this is what I want to talk to you about. There's always loopholes. There's a reason why billionaires don't pay taxes. There's loopholes in the system. There's even loopholes in terms of talking about the global pandemic. So when one of my videos got removed because of medical misinformation, I said, why? They said, oh, because you're talking, that was at the heat of the vaccinations, you know. And, but as more people started to speak up, now people are getting more freedoms to speak, because you see, you have to remind yourself it's all an experiment. I'm a psychologist. So if you allow people to take away your freedoms, they will be taken away. The only way you can be free is by staying in your power and not acquiescing. So remind yourself that you do have power, tremendous power, and nobody can cancel you. Nobody can cancel you. Nobody can delete you. It's impossible, right? Because we'll always find another way. I mean, YouTube has been hard on the censorship. I got to even say that. You see, YouTube changed, and this ties into the coming big shift because YouTube, when YouTube first started in have you noticed that a lot of YouTubers have stopped YouTube? They've quit. I mean, big YouTubers, they've stopped making videos because you see, YouTube, and not just YouTube, the inorganic ones own all of these social media platforms. That's why I told you, make sure you've got your own website. Make sure you have your own website because they control all of these social media sites, and you want your own platform to be free and to share. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. You are appreciated. I'm giving thanks to everybody today. Art of Jamelia, what's up? You are appreciated, dear. Let me shout out to Art of Jamelia. Let me shout out to the Art of Jamelia. You're definitely appreciated. Thank you for all of your awesome, inspirational, and informative videos. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Angel Harrison, you are appreciated. You're appreciated, scuba instructor. Hey, we're diving deep, baby. Diving deep once again. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. Giving thanks to everybody who's here. James Owen. Thank you, mentor. Your videos have been a force for me, even on day 3 of the 7-day vegan challenge, baby. Oh, you're doing the 7-day vegan challenge? Like, what are you eating right now? I got a recommendation for you, James. Try a Buddha bowl. What do we got in here? We got quinoa, cucumbers, tomatoes, black-eyed beans. We got lettuce. We got pomegranate. We got onions. Try that. Thank me later. Thank me later, James. So the coming big shift, like I told you, that new video I just put out is just to show you that there is technology on the planet already, right? Which can do that. Genetically engineered magnetoprotein remotely controls brain and behavior. And that's why I told you, you have to investigate the work of Michael Wheeler and check out his work on zebrafish when he was controlling their nervous system and manipulating their nervous system. So what I'm trying to tell you is that this was in 2016, right? That was in 2016. So it's been happening for a long time. Now, when we talk about everything that's happening on the planet and the coming big shift and why you need to speak up now more than ever, it only ever takes 28 days for you to form a habit. And if you do something for 28 days, that means you have a new habit. So what is happening on the planet right now? You see, a lot of people are getting used to the new normal. Not you, deep divers, but I'm talking about many people in the matrix. Because when you've been doing something for 28 days, it becomes natural. It becomes a habit. You form a new neural pathway. And this is why right now you want to remind yourself that you can take a break and detach. Because many people do not realize that by doing what they're doing every single day, they are now creating new habits, which now become the new normal. And this is the coming big shift. Just like in the film The Matrix, he said, Morpheus told Neo, after people have been so long in the Matrix, they will do whatever it takes to fight and protect it. Do you remember that scene in The Matrix? They will do whatever it takes to fight and protect it. And this is why I told you, not everyone's going to make it. Many people will turn against you. Many people will argue with you. Many people might even call you a COVIDiot because you say, hey, you don't want to be in lockdown. Hey, you want to be free. But there's a lot of good news. You see, the inorganic ones made a lot of mistakes. And this is what I want to tell you about in the coming big shift. There's a reason why the inorganic ones created everything that's happening. It was needed simply because human beings were once again remembering who they are. I want you to go back to 2019. Okay, let's go back to 2016, 2017. It's a lot of fun. People are traveling. The internet is buzzing, right? There's a lot of connectivity. People are, going to concerts. Everything is very free. Now, if that continues to happen, and it's going to continue to happen after this, but what happens is that people start to realize something they haven't seen before, that the power is with the 99%, you see. And a lot of people are now waking up to that fact. The 99% are now waking up to that fact. T-Han Davis, shout out to you. Thank you for the 9 to 5 video. Hey, it was exactly what I needed to see. Have you seen the COVID magnet challenge? Oh yeah, I saw it. It's crazy, right? I'm happy you enjoyed the 9 to 5 video. I'm happy you enjoyed the 9 to 5 video. And I told you, the coming big shift is about realizing, deep divers, don't get a job only to come home to have no energy for the life you're working for. I want you to remind yourself, and this is part of the coming big shift. It is an awareness that transcends where you are. This is why you see everything happening the way it's happening. Because you see, hundreds of years ago, many people thought this is all there is. In today's day and age, we are shifting into the age of Aquarius, which is the information age. People are now distrusting the government. People are now refusing to drink the Kool-Aid. This causes huge problems for the inorganic ones. Why? Because now people are coming together. Now people are realizing the 99% are the power all along. So now it's the social distancing. Now it's the, I don't know who that person is. And I told you, this is why you don't have to be mad at what's happening. All you have to do is reverse it. Once again, if you are on this live, welcome. Shout out to everyone who's here. Tati Insight, shout out to you. Thank you, Ralph, for inspiring. Thank you, Ralph, for inspiring me to keep expanding my knowledge and sharing it with the world. That's what's up. That's what I'm here to do. And that's why I told you, part of the coming big shift is to know what you're here to do. You see, when I realized that there's levels to this, and this is why you can't just, if you know something, you can't go back. Once you have a certain level of awareness, you can't act dumb. You can't pretend it's not happening. You can't pretend it's not there. And that's what I always want to remind you of, that be glad that you're the only one in your family who gets what's going on. It's not for everyone. Many of your friends and family members, they are going to continue to believe everything they see, everything they read, and it's nothing personal. It's just that your soul has been through more incarnations of knowing what this cosmic game is all about. And it's all a game. It's all a cosmic game. Some people say it's a simulation. However you want to look at it, you have to remind yourself that many people have been played for a long time. The truth of the matter is, you are supposed to be living your best life every single day. You are supposed to be living your best life every single day. So I want to use the analogy. Let's just say you're on the beach. It's a beautiful day. Or let's just say you're in the field somewhere. It's a beautiful day. You're enjoying yourself. Now, someone says, hey, there's a big problem right now. So they interrupt your peace of mind. In other words, many people have not even had the time to know what it feels like to be a human being. Because from the moment you were born, there's been problems, drama, chaos, struggle, stress. And all of this is done by design, so you can never know what it feels like to be free. And this is why a lot of people don't even know what it feels like just to have some time for themselves, to say, actually, let me go hiking today. Let me go hiking. And that's why I told you, that's the reason why I do a lot of my videos, all of my videos in nature, because I want to remind you there is another world out there and you have to reconnect with it. This is part of the coming big shift. Wake up, humans. You see, we have been trapped into believing your iPhone is going to save you. Your Android is going to save you. No, that's going to keep you more away from who you are. You see, and this is the issue. This is why a lot of people, they can't even, when you're talking to them, they're always on their phone. Always on the phone. So you have to make sure that you use the technology and it doesn't use you. Now, shout out to everyone who's here. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the like button and share this link. And Anthony Versi, shout out to you. Those that have eyes to see and ears to hear. Much love and appreciation. Absolutely. Those that have eyes to see and ears to hear. Look, this is why I told you everybody is exactly where they need to be. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you because I get it. I realize that everybody is at a different level of consciousness. Everybody is at a different level in their life. Once upon a time, I was fast asleep. And many people go through the awakenings. Sometimes they have an accident. Sometimes they have a breakdown. Sometimes they go on an ayahuasca retreat. or a psychedelic trip, and they start having another level of awareness. But you see, many people, it doesn't happen to them like that. So until something like that happens, you're always going to be in a daydream, and you wake up and you just accept the reality you're given. Now, the coming big shift is about people saying, actually, I'm going to start to remind myself that there's something called perception magic. And this is the coming big shift, which a lot of people are going to learn how to do. I do it all the time. See, I always say the universe works in my favor, and it always does. Let me shout out to everyone who's here, Deep Divers. Jay Berry, Rising Star, you are appreciated. Jay Berry, you are uniquely inspirational. I give you so much gratitude for your existence, for being loyal to nature and to the universe. You're amazing. Hey, Jay Berry, you are appreciated. You are appreciated. And you are a rising star. We appreciate you. You see, when you realize, Deep Divers, many young people watch my videos, and I'm always happy to see that, because I know that I'm like Morpheus in the Matrix, right? I can see a lot of Neos around. I can see a lot of Neos around who have been watching my videos. I'm just grooming you, Deep Divers. Right? Because a lot of people are young and they're not falling for the okie doke. A lot of people are young and they're saying something is not right with the global pandemic. A lot of young people are messaging me saying, hey, we are awake and we are aware. These are old souls coming back. And this is the issue. This is the great news, that a lot of souls are reincarnating, especially at a time like this. So if you see someone who's 17, 16, and you think, oh, they're so young, best believe they are awake and aware. And that's why I never see a young person and say, oh, because a lot of these young people are more awake than these old people. Gotta protect the youth. Gotta protect the youth. Absolutely. And this is why I told you, the inorganic ones do not target adults. They only target the youth. They only target the youth. And the music in the mainstream is designed to dumb down the youth. I told you, a lot of these artists, that's their job, to keep the youth distracted, to dumb them down. And the more successful you are at doing that, if you can have a song that just makes people do this, oh, you're going to be around in the business for a long time. If you can make people do this, you're going to be around for a long time in the music industry. But you're still going to be a slave. That's the problem. Right now, there's a turning of the tide, and this is the coming big shift that's happening. Have you noticed, Deep Divers, that school is not the same? The educational system is not the same. People going back to school. You know, there's a woman in Florida, Deep Divers, who owns a school, a private school. We were talking. I'll get her on Infinite Waters soon. She has a private school, and I spoke about it in one video, that in her school in Florida, she said that she's not allowing people who have been vaccinated inside of her school. right? So like I told you, it's weird how things are right now. You know, and that's why I told you there's a lot of people, even in the educational system, who are waking up right now to say, actually, something is not adding up. And this is why there are a lot of great things happening, because not everyone is going along with it. And this is the coming big shift. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. You are appreciated, deep divers. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button. What I want everyone to do is also add me on Instagram as a backup. Do that right now at official Ralph Smart. Once again, follow me on Instagram right now. Pull out your phone as a backup at official Ralph Smart. That's the backup account. Once again, pull out your phone. Add me there right now. Just press follow at official Ralph Smart. That's the backup account. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. How you feeling today, deep divers? How you feeling today, deep divers? So many beautiful deep divers here. Let me shout out to Susan. Susan, you are appreciated. Susan, you are definitely appreciated. The wonderful Susan. Yes. Susan Emel, shout out to you. I see you and hear you. Always look forward to your message. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And this is why I told you, I'm part of the 99%. I'm part of the collective. I'm like Robin Hood. Right? So I want to remind you that we are all in this together. And the coming big shift is when we realize, you see, many of us don't realize we're all on the same team. And this takes a high level of awareness to realize this. You see, how they have created this separation in the matrix is to put people against each other. Black lives matter. Pardon? Black lives matter. No. You got to remind yourself, race is an illusion created by Blumen back in 1795. Let me repeat that. Race is an illusion created by Blumen back in 1795, a German anthropologist. Before that point, there was no concept of race on the planet. And that's why I always tell you, do your research. See, the inorganic ones don't have a race because they're smart. They don't have a race. They don't have a skin color. They all work together to control your ass and make sure you are their slaves. People at the bottom of the pyramid, they say, hey, I'm French. I'm Spanish. I'm Croatian. Little do you know that the people who are controlling you and who are manipulating you have done this by design to stop you coming together. Now, the coming big shift is that many people are starting to wake up to that fact. I told you, a lot is happening in the universe. We're still in the Great Conjunction, right? We're still in the Great Conjunction. And we're going to be there for many hundreds of years. So also the age of Aquarius, the movement into 5D. A lot is happening on the planet. Shout out to you, Anthony Pollock Jr. You are appreciated. I used to think you were a shill. Then I said, if he's a shill, he's the best one I've ever listened to. Hey. You know, remind yourself, deep divers, that it's always good to question. Question me. Trust yourself. And always remind yourself that See how long someone has been doing something. You know, that's how I always know if someone is real or fake. When did they start? How long have they been diving deep? You see, Gabby Lopez, shout out to you. About to be 27, been watching your videos for 5 years. You've helped me a lot, brother. Thank you. You see, Gabby has been watching my videos for 5 years. So if you've been doing something for 5 years, you're gonna show your true colors in one video. Right? So I always tell people, just see how long someone has been doing it and see where they first started, where they came from. Go back to their first videos and see, do they have a consistent message? You got to remind yourself, deep divers, that the world we are living in is not what it appears to be. Life dreaming, shout out to you, is not what it appears to be. And many times we think, like I told you about this control structure, you might see a celebrity doing a hand sign and you might think, oh, this celebrity is part of a secret society, right? Jay-Z was doing, what was Jay-Z doing? Right? He was doing this, right? That's what Jay-Z was doing, right? In one of his albums, right? So you think, oh my gosh, Jay-Z and Eminem, all of these people and Selena Gomez, and all of these celebrities, they must have some kind of special power. No, deep divers, they're just people. And they took a shit today. They don't have any power that you don't have. They're the same as you. So when you learn that you don't have to worship these celebrities, right? They ran with this thing because they know that people are sheep. If you think that I'm in a secret society and I have all of this power, that works in my favor. So you have to remind yourself, people are people. You don't have to worship these celebrities. They have feelings like you. They get sad. They get angry. They take a number two just like you. So when you stop worshiping these celebrities, you say, actually, I am the star of my own show. You see, this is as well how the inorganic ones control people. They have created celebrities, stars, sports stars with big followings. So many people in that realm don't see other people as the same as them because their ego has become inflated to the point where they feel other people are less than them. So eventually, the longer that goes on, you eventually believe that actually you are different because you're so out of tune with the people. You live in a glass house, and this is why a lot of celebrities go crazy, because they believe their own hype, right? They think the whole world revolves around them. And then years later, you hear of an overdose, right? Or depression or suicide or something crazy happens because it finally catches up with them that actually you're still a human being like everybody else. I told you. I'm the same as you, deep divers. We are all the same energy. And this is the coming big shift people are now starting to wake up to. And it's great to see. It's great to see. Beautiful deep divers. Shout out to everybody who's here. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button and share this link. Smash the like button and share this link. Brian Battle, shout out to you. Love you, Ralph. Giving thanks. Hey, by your thoughts. What are your thoughts on the 144,000? Love, always give thanks. Hey, the 144,000, that's a great question. I always say that absolutely. That makes a lot of sense, because that biblical reference, referring to the 144,000 chosen ones, it's only ever a few in a population who get it. And this is why you might be the only one in your family who's not drinking the Kool-Aid. Everyone else is drinking it, not questioning. So absolutely, it's only a small percentage who are coming into this dimension fully awake and aware. Those are the chosen ones. And those being chosen ones, those are the ones who are helping other people wake up, helping other people see things in a different way. And this is why I told you there's levels to this. Even above that, there are many beings who have ascended masters. They even transcended even just helping people. They don't even speak. You go to some places in Africa, you go to India, you see these great sages. They don't even speak. They don't even teach people, but their state of being is a state of teaching people. They've ascended that. They've ascended trying to wake people up. They're in a whole nother Zen state of nirvana. And that's why I told you, depending on your age and your circumstances, everything changes for us. One day, I might be doing that. I might just be on a mountain somewhere meditating. That's gonna I already do that, though. That's the thing. I already do that. But what I'm trying to say is that one day, that will be a permanent lifestyle. That's the goal. The goal is for us all to truly use this technology to help each other, but eventually move off grid. And this is the big coming shift. We call it the Exodus, where people are starting to build earth homes, learn about solar power technology, growing their own fruits and vegetables. That's what it's all about, because you can't depend on the supermarket. Supermarket was closed. You can't depend on the supermarket. You're going to have to learn how to work the land. You're going to have to learn about agriculture, sowing seeds. This is the big coming shift, because many people are now realizing what happened in the beginning stages of the global pandemic. Toilet roll and pasta, right? People were talking about that. Toilet roll and pasta. They were gone, right? Toilet roll and pasta was disappeared out of the shelves. Well, remind yourself, the inorganic ones, they want to continue this up until the next 10 years. And they're always going to be saying, hey, lockdown has ended. Now we have to go back in lockdown. I told you what's happening in Melbourne, right? Melbourne is locked down right now in Australia. So it's stop and start. So the coming shift is to not just be dependent on that. Take back your power and put life in your hands. We all have to connect. That's why I say, if you are on this live, make sure you pull out your phone, add me on the Instagram. Do that right away at official Ralph Smart. At official Ralph Smart. Also, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button. Do that right away. And, let's just raise the frequency, deep divers. Let's just raise the frequency. Shout out to everyone who's here. Oh, we're having fun, deep divers. Oh, we're just raising the frequency. I think it's time for a rewind. Pull up. Time for a rewind, deep divers. Right? So like I told you, we started off saying right now we have to choose love over fear. There is nothing to be afraid of at all. Never be afraid to speak your heart and mind. That means you are free. That means you are whole. That means you are healthy. Because a lot of people suppress their emotions, and it's bad news. Immortal Beloved, shout out to you. You are appreciated, brother. I just ordered my organic, Infinite Water shirts. So excited to wear them around my city and represent my soul tribe, One Love. That's what's up. You are appreciated. That's great to hear. Great to hear. And that's the thing, deep divers. We got organic shirts, not just regular cotton. We got organic shirts. Organic cloth, deep divers. Plant-based. You are appreciated. That's great to hear. So, like I told you, science fiction is now science now. And when you realize that many things are already in existence, and the inorganic ones want to replace real dogs with these dogs. Let me repeat that. I said the inorganic ones want to replace real dogs with these dogs. And this is why right now you have to hold on to your humanity. Like I told you, there is a big shift happening all around the world. And it's because of people like yourself. It's because of people like you sharing day in, day out. Not just Ralph Smart, but also people who are here. A lot of people are working in different ways. And this is why there is a coming big shift, because the truth has already been opened. It's already out there. And that's why I told you, deep divers. Someone sent me this picture. And if you see this picture, deep divers, it is showing that the message is getting out there. Someone sent me it. It's showing us that, hey, never underestimate the power of your words. You never quite know where your message is going. You never quite know where it's going to end up. You never quite know who's listening to you. You never quite know. And this is why I told you. The children are waking up. Someone sent me this picture. And this is a mainstream school, deep divers. Mainstream school. But somehow, some way, and I used to work in a school as well, but Ralph Smart found his way into the classroom. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Right? Breathing in the good ass prana. So I always want to remind you of that. Always remind yourself. Your message is never in vain. People are listening. People who you would never think are listening are listening. And this is why I always tell you, don't quit. Don't throw in the towel. Don't think that what you have to say is not important. Remind yourself it could make a whole big difference in someone's life. You could inspire a small child. You can show them that it's possible. You could show them that it's possible. If you are on this live, let me shout out to everybody who's here. AI. Hi, champ. What is that track with the I'm so happy? Is it out? Hey, AI. AI. Shout out to you, AI. Let me actually pull up your message to see it on the screen, because we can do that right now. Let me pull it up. Okay, we got the message here as well. Yes. Wait a minute. Let me do it here. AI. We can do it here just like that. Hi, champ. What is that track with and I'm so happy? Is it out? Well, for you, AI, because you're so grateful, I'm going to give you thanks. It is called Inspiring Synthwave. Okay. I produced it, remixed by Mark Pagan. Go and check him out on on SoundCloud, but I'm going to play it again for you. Just because we're that nice. I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. So happy to manifest whatever you want, to be whatever you want. It's a choice. Freedom is a must. We have to become the school. Oh, we enjoyed that, deep divers. We enjoyed that. We enjoyed that. We have to become the spoon. Oh yeah, raising the frequency, deep divers. The coming big shift. So, like I told you, right now, with so much happening, we have all got to remind ourselves we can no longer live in denial. You see, a lot of people live in denial. A lot of people will talk about everything except what's happening. And that's what people do who suppress their emotions. And the only way to liberate yourself is to not run away from what's happening, but to confront the shadow. And this is why there are only few people who can really dive deep, into what's happening. These are the people who are on an advanced soul level, not afraid, but able to confront what's happening, to rise above it. And right now, you have to remind yourself, you can't act like it's not happening. You can't drink yourself to sleep. You can't pretend you don't see what's happening, because this is the reason why right now it's visible for you to see everywhere you go. Because that was the lesson from the universe, to say, hey, these people want to always pretend things aren't happening. So now we're going to show you it on other people's faces so you can see. We got a lot to talk about, deep divers. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Let me give a shout out to the wonderful Valerie Morgan. You are appreciated. Valerie Morgan, you are appreciated. The magnificent Valerie Morgan. Shout out to Valerie. Valerie Morgan. Peace, love, and light, and good ass prana unto you, Ralph. My life has transformed. I am alive, living from the inside out, thanks in part to you and the cat down the road. Hey, can we get the cat down the road? Hold on a second. Valerie, hold on 1 second. We got to get the cat down the road. I think it wants to say hi to you. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can find the cat down the road, because the cat down the road, wants to say it loves you, Valerie. Right? The cat down the road just said is thinking of you. Okay, Valerie. The cat down the road. Let me shout out to everyone who's here. I hope, deep divers, you're greeting the cat down the road with some good ass energy, some love. It's kind of shy right now. Cat down the road. You know, and that's the thing. The cat down the road is so free right now. We should all take a lesson from the cat down the road's book. You know, the cat down the road is just doing what the cat down the road does, right? Cat down the road is just doing what the cat down the road does. The coming big shift, deep divers. You know, and I want to tell you this as well. There are so many people waking up. Woke dealer. Pinkariza, you are appreciated. That's a wonderful name, by the way. That's a wonderful name. You are appreciated. Realizing how much mental illness is happening currently, I am doing what I can to stay aware and present and trying to figure out my part in helping others. Thank you for all you do. Namaste. Hey, woke dealer, you are appreciated. And I'm going to clap for you that you told me that. Absolutely. You see, what you just said is so profound, because let me just read it again. Realizing how much mental illness is happening currently, I am doing what I can. I am doing what I can to stay aware and present and trying to figure out my part in helping others. Thank you for all you do, Ralph. Namaste. Hey, you see, you're aware, and that's the first step. You're already helping people, more people than you can ever imagine. That's wonderful to see. But absolutely, people haven't even seen the ramifications or the outcomes with the pre-existing conditions on the planet. People are going to be in for a big shock, because I told you there's already a syndrome called COVID anxiety syndrome. COVID anxiety syndrome. And COVID anxiety syndrome is that people are afraid of, they get nervous, they get anxious, they're afraid of other people and all kind of things. So people's mental health is being affected. But one way out of this is to remind yourself, life is never something happening to you. It's never happening to you. Life is never something happening to you. Life is something always just responding to you. That's all life is doing, is just responding to you. And this is why I spoke about, with this coming big shift, wake up humans. If you put out something into the field, if a lot of people focus on the same thing at the same time, it will manifest. And this is why in these times you want to be uniting with your tribe. You want to be around people who are in your soul family. They know where you're coming from. And that's why I told you, I got a very large soul family. We got people in Cuba, Germany, Nigeria, all over the world. But ultimately, they're from all over the world, right? So you want to reconnect with your soul tribe. This is how to get out of the mental health crisis. Remind yourself you're not going crazy. I told you, the inorganic ones, through censorship, through shadow banning, ghost banning, you know, there are a lot of people, you know, all of my videos, even in 2016, used to get millions of views, 4 million, 5 million. But once again, they had to hide the information because the information was too powerful. We were waking too many people up. And you probably noticed that, you know, back in the day, even on YouTube, there were a lot of videos about awakening, especially around the 2012 time. Documentaries like Zeitgeist, all of these documentaries, Thrive, all of these things. And then when YouTube noticed and Google noticed that actually people are interested in this awakening stuff, they had to suppress it. David Icke, he was kicked off of YouTube because he was connecting with millions of people and he was changing the collective perception. So once again, you got to remind yourself that there is such a huge awakening that this is why the inorganic ones have to censor people, why they have to shadow ban people. Even on Instagram, there's a woman I know who's like Ralph. She was talking about what was going on. And she's like, Instagram is shadow banning me. And they do that because once again, the truth is coming out. And the good news is that there are many people who even work in these corporations who are slowly starting to wake up. I always told you, there's never just all bad apples. You even have people in Google who work in Google who are trying to help people. Don't just think everybody in a corporation is bad. I mean, there's good and bad everywhere. There's some people who are trying to help. And this is why I told you, you need these people inside of these Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You need insiders who can be agents in disguise. Right? You need insiders who can be agents in disguise, who can say, actually, we are going to spread the awakening more. So I'm always optimistic that there, you know, I've spoken to a lot of people on even in YouTube, right? Because when you, I had a YouTube manager. And we were speaking, and he was a decent guy. But he was just working for a corporation. So people are just people. And we got to focus on the world we want, that actually censorship will come to an end. Actually, we won't need passports, vaccine passports. We won't need all of these things, and things will be free again for us. Lou DMC, shout out to you. You are appreciated. On my flight to Malaga, the captain said that it's required to wear a mask over both nose and mouth 30 minutes into the flight. No one was wearing masks. Wow. Well, that's the thing. I mean, it is mandatory for a lot of airlines, but like I say, from what you're just saying, you know, it must be different everywhere you go. You know, that there is an awakening happening. Shout out to you. Shout out to everyone who's on this live. If you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button, deep divers. Smash the like button. Also, pull out your phone. Add me on Instagram as a backup. Do that right away. Once again, add me on Instagram as a backup at Official Ralph Smart, because like I say, we're diving deep and they've been taking down videos. So we need to make sure this stays up. So pull out your phone, add me on Instagram as a backup. And that's another place where we can get the information out there. The Great Awakening is growing stronger. One thing I want to remind you, the coming big shift is that we sometimes think that we need a lot of people to change things, when in actuality, we don't. You see, all you ever need is people who are doing it. You see, what I want to remind you of, deep divers, is Valerie Morgan, you are appreciated. What I want to remind you of is that I got to thank the universe I'm here doing what I'm doing, because for the longest time, I was just going along like the rest of the sheep. But one day I said, actually, I want to share a message with the world. Actually, one day I said, I want to share a message with the world. And this is why the coming big shift is happening, because humans wake up. People are starting to wake up to say, actually, like I said, don't just protest for one day and then go back to your normal life. Make your entire life a protest. Make your entire life a protest. Valerie Morgan, you are appreciated. Valerie Morgan, shout out to you. Shout out to the wonderful Valerie Morgan. You just finished a 10-mile hike in the Arizona desert. Good ass dry prana, baby. Alone. That's what's up. Thank you, Ralph, for helping me help myself level up. Becoming my greatest God intended version. What? Like I always say, deep divers, I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. But we got to take it to church right now. Let's go. Now, like I told you, deep divers, Valerie, that was for you. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. But you have to remind yourself, some of the greatest music is gospel music. Let me repeat that. Some of the greatest music. I'm a pianist. I'm a guitarist. And when you listen to gospel music, goodness gracious, you know, Kanye West started producing gospel music, right? Gospel music is some of the greatest music on the planet. There's a guy I know who plays the piano, gospel piano. And when you listen to him play, you're taken to a whole nother world. So I always say, you know, definitely take it to church. Right? And that's the thing, you know, right now, everyone is trying to just improve their life, trying to be connected. You see, there are a lot of truths in even religions. It's just that many have been corrupted by the way of man. But, you know, Valerie, I hope you enjoyed that. Hella Quinn, you are appreciated. Fellow Pisces, I really shouldn't be surprised. You worked with kiddos like mine, they have more to teach us than we could ever teach them, if you ask me. Absolutely. Absolutely. I used to work in a school, and I used to work with autistic children and children with ADHD. Now, by me working with autistic children for many years, you learn a lot, but also by me being in a mainstream school, you also learn a lot. I was working in the school, but the autistic place was separate from, we had our own section where the kids would come and they would just be in their own, do what they want to do. I would actually take them to normal classes. So when I'm taking them to the normal classes, all the other children are like sheeps. The autistic children are awake, aware. They don't want to conform. All the other children are conforming, doing what everyone else is doing. Only the autistic children, they're in their own world. And that's why after so many years of working there, I was like, okay, it's a gift. You know, society labels ADHD, autism, all of these are just labels. They could teach us. They are already teaching us more than we could ever imagine. Absolutely. 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 The coming big shift, deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here. We're just raising the frequency, raising the vibration. Positive vibrations, 5 to 8 hertz. You are appreciated. I appreciate you. Master Ralph, you have changed my life for the better. I love that video on magnetoprotein. I believe it 100%. One love to you, my soul brother. Shout out to you. Well, that's the thing. That video, and go and check out that new video. First and foremost, if you are on this live, make sure you smash the like button. Smash the like button and share this link. Also, make sure you pull out your phone and add me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart. Do that right away. Add me on Instagram as the backup account at official Ralph Smart. Do that right away. Yes. I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that. Positive vibrations. Glad you enjoyed that video. And that's the thing. It's not even a matter of believing it. It's about realizing that it's already in existence. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not medical misinformation. It is already being carried out by scientists, neuroscientists, right? This is in The Guardian, a UK publication. Genetically engineered magnetoprotein remotely controls brain and behavior. So this is what the neuroscientists found out, that this technology exists, right? This technology exists. So I always want to remind you of that. This is not a conspiracy theory. It's already happening. And you must be aware of that. One love to you. You are appreciated. You are appreciated. So many beautiful deep divers here. We are all the blossoms. Absolutely. David Tomes, you are appreciated. We are all blossoms on the tree of life. Love you, Ralph. You are appreciated. Oh. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are all blossoms on the tree of life. That's so wonderfully put. That's so wonderfully put. And that's why I told you, deep divers, you know, make sure you have the courage to realize this. The world isn't ending. It's only beginning. And it is up to us all to remind ourselves, if we collectively focus on the world we want, it will manifest. Come together with your fellow brother and sister, put aside your differences, and remind yourself, right now, you have to stand up for your freedoms. Right now, you have to let go of fear and stand in your power. So many wonderful deep divers here. Deep divers, you know, that's what happens when you are grateful. You can just do another live. I'm having so much fun. How did you enjoy the live, deep divers? How are you enjoying the live stream? How are you enjoying the live stream? Wonderful. Make sure you check out the new book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart, on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the-book. Make sure you check out the Good Ass Prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. And of course, if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. And of course, add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration at official Ralph Smart. Also, as the backup account, do that right away. And also, I want to say to everyone who's here, you are appreciated. We are the power, you know, and like I told you, the reason why I can share what I'm sharing is because the universe works in my favor every single day. It always works in my favor. So remind yourself the universe can also work in your favor. Deep divers, you are appreciated. Beautiful live stream. You know, we had a lot of fun right now. Also, go and check out the other new video after this. You got a whole lot to watch. Deep divers, one love to everybody. I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. Oh yes, deep divers is a choice. One love to everybody here. Like I told you, if you just joined, smash that like button, smash the like button and share the link. Smash the like button and share the link. And also, go and watch this from the start, because we talked about a whole lot. You got a lot of watching to do, deep divers. One love to everybody out there. And I'll be back. Let's go.